Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the BHLC podcast. That's right, on this beautiful Saturday, September 13th. Thank y'all for tuning in. Got a great show for y'all as always. I appreciate y'all watching the show, tuning in, subscribing, whatever you do. I appreciate all the love you give this podcast because I'm just trying to uplift it for the people because this is a podcast for the people, by the people, and is the people. Very diverse podcast. And I have a great show for you tonight. But before I get into my guests and everything else, got to go over a couple of things. I'm down here at 21st Germantown, right here at 1481 South Shelby Street, here in Louisville, Kentucky. They got karaoke going on tonight from 9 to 1 with a live DJ. So y'all come check it out. It's free to get in, so shouldn't be no problem there. And they got great food and great drinks and great atmosphere. So y'all just come down here and enjoy yourself. With that said, let me give love to my sponsor, Dr. Kane, out there on, I think it's 7401 LaGrange Road, 74A somewhere, and Dr. Kane Smile Center. Y'all go check him out. He'll get you right as a dentist. I know some of y'all don't like to see the dentist, but you got to go eventually. He's wanting to keep his light-skinned smile straight. Go out there and see him. And also support him with the medical marijuana dispensary that he's going to be opening up in November through KAC, which is Kentucky Alternative Care, which is a wellness without any mishaps. So support that and go support that. I think it's going to be somewhere in Boys Town open in November. Also, too, I'll be at the Louisville Comedy Club September 17th on a Wednesday night. Yours truly. Come check me out. It's free to get in. Great drinks, great atmosphere there, too. So come check me out. And also, too, just got to put this out here. This is one of the most important things. September is Suicide Prevention Month. Make sure you check on those. If you do nothing but text them, call them or something. On those who, because you just never know, a text and a call can go far away, a hug, anything go far away just with a person. You never know what a person's going through, especially in today's time with all the madness going on in this world. So make sure you do that being Suicide Prevention Month. Also, it's Blood Cancer Awareness Month. Make sure you get checked out. Go get checked out for cancer, blood cancer, or whatever. Let me see. I think it's on my, I think it's everything. Oh, yeah, I always like to say this too. When I first start off, LSI, learn, share, and inspire. Learn, share, and inspire. That's what this podcast is about. But like I said, subscribe to this podcast on YouTube. I really appreciate the subscribes. And if nothing else, go to my Facebook page, Big LIC and Comedian LB, and check that out. Okay, now that I got all that over with, I got to give you a little resume / bio of my guest I'm bringing in. I'm very excited to have her because she's in the entertainment business and something I'm in too. And I know how hard they can be, but I'm going to go over a bio here. I'm going to read her bio to you before I bring her in so you know what I'm bringing up to this platform for y'all to listen to and be encouraged by. Her name is Angie B. Is the owner of Rich Entertainment, which is Realize Our Creative Happiness, and co-founder of Friday Night Live, a showcase platform for indie artists and entertainers. It's based out here in Louisville, Kentucky. She's built a reputation as a powerhouse music executive, A&R and strategic connector in the independent music scene. She's co-founder of Kentucky chapter of HHF, which is Hip Hop Fraternity, a pivotal movement in which HHF Kentucky went to the Senate in 2023 and had Hip Hop Day, August 11th, implemented as a holiday for the state of Kentucky and was one of the first states to recognize the Hip Hop Day as an official holiday. She has also been nominated for the same 3 categories 3 years in a row for Kentucky Urban Entertainment Awards, KUE Awards, Graphic Design of the Year, Smash in the Streets of Louisville, Grand of the Year. She's partnered with major distribution outlets, the Maverick Global Distribution and Empire Distribution, and currently works A&R for PBE, NASA, NAC, and Trap City Radio, and on 7 radio stations, 15 different shows, BDS, registered with global reach. This isn't the first time she's been on the radio. She was also on Splash of Hen Radio, in which was on the air for about a year. I think I was on their radio too. Angie offers a full service approach from LLC creation, logo designs, EPKSs, and music registration to roll out radio play, interviews, DJ blasts, and even access to Grammy-winning producers and engineers. She has expanded her career into acting. She has been casted as an extra for 3 films, Love is Brewing, Unsung Hero, and the latest film, which will be released on BET, Never Alone for Christmas, Memphis, starring Melissa L. Williams, Kate Michelle, and Eric Lane. Her resume includes collaborations with artists like PBE, Pluto, Badass, Quizbees, Bone the Mac, BMF Smooth, K Stylus, Trap Pack, Beckham, T Rail, TJ Chapman, and the late Boy Cash, among others. Angie B is the goal for independent artists looking to level up and turn their grind into a real business. Without further ado, that was much, and it's because she is doing a lot, and she's a grinder. Y'all give her a big BHLC podcast welcome to my guest, the one and only Miss Angie B. What's going on, Angie?
Hey, how
I'm
you doing?
doing all right. How you doing, Queen? You all right? Yeah, glad to see your smiling,
I'm
beautiful.
good. I'm good.
Good. Glad to see your
Long
smiling, beautiful
nights,
face.
long nights out here.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh, I know I just gave you a whole bio on the podcast for you so the people know what you're about, and you've done a lot. But I always start my podcast off like this, but I kind of told you through via text. Just tell the people a little bit about you, and I know I just told them a lot as far as your bio and your work.
Yeah.
Tell them a little bit about yourself before we get
I
into
mean,
this
that
little
was
interview.
a small synopsis. Yeah. So I've been in the industry going on 5 years now. Um, I started out with J Rock the label. For those in this city, pretty much everybody knows who he is. J Rock. He's since moved to well, he still comes here, but I think he's doing some business there in Atlanta now too. So we got the connection. We have the beltway from here to Atlanta. Um but yeah, so I have recently partnered and established a business relationship with Big Break magazine.
Okay.
Um they have a podcast. She does a magazine. She's the owner is a radio personality. Right now she's on tour. She took the Break magazine on tour, so she's
Mm-hmm.
doing that right now. But we just had signed a partnership agreement, so we're gonna do some work. I'm really really excited about that because we
Okay.
do have some of the same circle,
Mm-hmm.
um, but we also have our own reach because we're in two different regions. So
Right.
that's always good. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't even know where to begin. I guess I know how to register copyright music, how to collect all the royalties for the artist, because it's not just DistroKid, it's not just your distribution and your pro account, your BMI or ASCAP. There is a lot more that artists need to know in
Right.
order to get their money. And that's why a lot of the indie artists get burnt out on it because they don't know the business side. They're stuck on hopping in front of the camera and in the
Right.
booth and then releasing their music. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's more to it. And if you're truly
Right.
an artist,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to look at yourself as a business. Like, you are Gucci, you are your own brand. So you need
Right.
your LLC, you need your DMB, you need your EIN number. That's just the basics for any
Right.
business.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can do these tax write-offs. Everything the artist does is a tax write-off because they
Right.
have to live their life as an entertainer. And that's just part of it. That's not including your merch, because most artists don't make money off of their music. Most mainstream artists, they have other endeavors. Look at Fenty, the makeup line, Rihanna. Like,
Right.
she's not 100% focused on music. She has other endeavors as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a whole lot. I know it is, and I can speak on that being 30 years in on doing stand up comedy entertainment. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to California to do stand up. I've been around a lot of places in the United States doing stand up. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. But like you said, with a lot of these artists, and some of them artists that are probably like that don't understand that business side, or they just getting into it or young about it, real young and green about it. So, but that's where you come in and as a promoter, and you do other things too. I know graphic
A
design and all
consultant.
that. Yeah, and
Hmm.
you do so much, and that's where you come in at, and that's where they have to trust you too. Because I tell people when you got a manager or somebody that's promoting you or whatever it may be, you have to trust their insight on everything they're doing. Trust is probably the biggest thing in entertainment, but it's one of the most loosest words that are not respected. So
Right.
they got to trust you, that you're going to do with everything that you say you're doing. But you have some entertainers that don't trust the manager or the promoter on what they're doing, and them are the ones that don't need to be wasting promoters and time, because if you in it, you in it to win it. You can't be in it just to be in it. You got to be in it to win it and be a good entertainer. You ain't got to be the top entertainer, but you gonna want to be a great entertainer, and that's what it's all about more than anything. They got to trust the promoter more than anything. In fact, I want to. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and type it in. One of the things I wanted to ask you is it far as because I know you do a lot of this too. Is this kind of hard sometimes when you're trying to do this for them marketing? Far as marketing, let me put this banner up. I got to put it up here. Far as marketing, when you marketing them, because I know I got a brand. It's all about a brand. I was taught a long time ago. You got to have a brand. You got to put it out there once you get your brand. Everybody know I'm the big head light skin comedian. So far as marketing,
Mhm.
how is it with marketing different artists?
Well, it's hard because some of the artists are involved with the streets, so they don't
Mhm.
really want the spotlight, because they don't
Okay.
want that extra attention. So that,
Right.
and that's why, and they'll tell me like, I don't want to do the business side. I just want to make music. Like they just
Right.
want to do it as a hobby, and that's okay,
Right.
But don't let me be out here wasting my time if you're just looking at it as a hobby, because you can do that on
Right.
your own time. Like
Right.
I'm out here to make some money because this is real in real life my business. Like I have
Right.
multiple LLCs. Like yeah, I
Right.
really do this. But so marketing, it just depends upon like your artist, their demographic. Because I
Hmm.
got a bachata Latina artist, Spanglish artist that I'm working with real closely. His name is Henry Mouse. He's in
Right.
Pennsylvania right now, doing a Latino festival.
Okay.
So you just got to know where to market them because he's multiracial.
Hmm.
So he's Hispanic, he's black, and I think he's white, and I
Okay.
don't know what else. But so he's trying to tap more
Okay.
into his Latina side, but then he found out he can. Well, he was rapping first, then he tapped into his Latina side. So then he came back with some Spanish and mixed with English music. I'm like, okay, so now we
Right.
gotta. That's a different type of money because it's a different demographic. So
Yes,
now
it
I
is.
got multiple ways I can market him. So,
Right.
and that's really what it's about. If you're working with an artist, a rapper, and he's talking about smoking and sliding, and then you're not going to be able to market him the same way.
Right.
And when you
That's
try to go get brand sponsorships, you can't be talking about that stuff. If you want to get sponsorship by like, I don't know, Nike, for instance, you can't be talking about that stuff. They don't want no name brand stuff in your videos because they look at all of that stuff when they're going to
right.
sponsor you.
Yeah, that's what I was
They're
going
going to
to ask
listen to your material.
you.
Yeah.
Right. I just because I know as far as stand up, it's about being commercial, not being commercial. Which I'm explaining to people, being commercial is means you can be put on the radio or TV because you don't use bad language and different things. But when you're
You're
non-commercial,
family friendly. Yeah.
family friendly, right? But when you're non-commercial, that means you're using different languages and different things, and that's a lot of
And
times.
you're talking a different demographic.
That's right, and they don't realize. And nothing against what they talking about as far as either singing or doing stand up. Nothing against them. If that's who they are, that's who they are. Because you got to know who you are as an entertainer. But what they said knows what comes with it. But you're taking out of your pocket if you're not commercial. Then they can't get mad at the
Right.
promoter because they can't get them on certain things because you're not commercial. If you're more clean or more willing to do this and that, then you'd be more commercial. And that's what a lot of people don't understand in the entertainment business. Some do. Some understand if that's who they are as far as cussing and being dirty or whatever. And I know rap artists today doing everything and promoting their stuff in all
Hmm.
type of ways. It's different because you got social media. I get that. But in the same breath, too, you got to understand you ain't gonna be as commercial because of some of the things that you are doing. You just
Hmm.
not. So, but I wanted to ask you this because I've been knowing you for a while, and I wanted to know what got you started in entertainment, more or less. That's why I
Oh
wanted
man.
to know.
So basically I was out of work at the time. I had something happen, a tragic incident in my life changing incident happened in my
Okay.
life. So
All
I
right.
wasn't working. I had a friend, she was like, because of my background, I have an IT and computer. Well, my background is extensive beyond entertainment. I have a
Okay.
associate's degree in computer technology,
Right.
information systems engineering to be exact, which means I can basically build computers
Okay.
um,
You wear a lot of
from
hats.
scratch. Yeah, a licensed cosmetologist.
Right.
Um, so I do hair. Also, was cooking, selling plates.
Right.
So yeah, so that hence my name Angie B Hustlin. That's my IG tag.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Actually, it was something else prior, and then a friend of mine, he saw how I was working.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it wasn't even him. It was his girlfriend, or I don't know if they may be married. My apologies. I'm not for sure on the
Right.
status, but it may be his wife or fiance. I'm not unsure of that. But she's actually the one. She's like, man, Angie be hustling, and B is
Right.
actually the first initial of my last name. So I was like, that's perfect. So,
Yeah.
and I've never met this woman. I would love to meet her, but I know she's really shy and antisocial and introvert. So I
Mm-hmm.
understand. But yeah, so that's where I got my name from. Some people call
And
me Angie the Plug. Some
right.
people call me Angie or Angie B. Like the white girl on the stage. I'm the only white girl on the stage in the clubs here in the city.
Right.
But
That's
everybody
all
knows
good.
who I am when I walk in. Like the energy shifts. Like everybody, I don't know, is just drawn to my energy usually. So, and I
And
just
this
actually made a status today. You speak. What did it say? It said you speak before you even open your mouth when you enter a room.
right. Yeah, and that's true. A lot of times your presence and energy can just speak for itself, but you ain't got to say nothing. And I tell people all the time,
Mm,
not saying nothing says everything. And that's just the
right.
truth, especially if you got that persona, you know. So that's just the
Mm,
way it is. I know who I am. I know, and I know who I am on stage, know who I am off stage. I know my life is. I know everything. I know about who I am. So even when I do come in the room, and I've been doing this for a while, they know who I am. If they don't, that's fine too, you know, because I stay humble, you know. But what they said,
right.
yeah, they know, and they know. Here's the thing, more than anything, Angie, they know that you are who you are, and you doing what you're doing. You grinding, and you being legit about what you're doing, and so they can't do nothing but respect your hustle because you being legit about what you're doing, and you hustling to be the best at what you're doing. And I know you wear a lot of different hats, so they have to
Mhm.
respect that if nothing else, you know. So because as long as you're doing
Right.
what you're doing, go ahead.
And anybody that's worked with me will tell you like I'm very transparent about everything I do. Like
Right,
I have access to social media pages. I've done fill out with the person. Like I could take down their whole business. Like,
right,
but I'm not
right,
that petty of a person. I don't care how I am at you at the end of the day. That's your
right.
business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I did do work for you, but you did pay me for the work that I did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
right.
not that petty. Like I got people's because I fill out the artist information to get their
Hmm.
money. So I have social security numbers, I have bank account routing numbers like of different people and like
Right,
and like even people from out of state that I just literally met like will give me their personal information.
right. Yeah,
So
because yeah, I mean, and that's what people got to understand. Once you being transparent, and as entertainers, I try to be very transparent too because I want people to follow me and I want people to embrace me for what I'm doing. So you have to be transparent, but in the same breath, when you're transparent, make sure you're very transparent where you're not doing nothing that's gonna make you look bad being transparent. And
yeah,
that's
and you also got to do your research before you are working with these people because there are snakes out here, and
oh
some of the
yeah,
snakes will be standing right beside you, holding your hand.
right.
You know,
And
they're the
now
first one to bite.
you exactly right. I can tell you a little story. I
Oh,
might be. I got some
I
stories. Go ahead. I want you go ahead. Tell me one because I got one for you. But go ahead. You tell me one. I got one.
well, actually, so there's a promoter here
Okay.
that does bad business.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
he we met on social media. Fine, we had a long Facebook message on Facebook. We was talking verbal,
Okay.
like he called me on Facebook, whatever. We was
Okay.
talking, seemed interested. Had a whole bunch of mutual friends. I had heard his name before though. Someone had put his name in my ear. So I'm like,
Hmm.
that's but I like to get my do my due diligence research on people and get my actual own point of view of someone. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
y'all's relationship,
Hmm.
I don't know what y'all could have had a whole history. So y'all's relationship might be because of a female or another guy, jealous type
Mhm.
stuff. Like y'all's relationship could be completely different. I don't know the whole backstory. I just know what that
Right.
person told me about you. So yeah, needless to say, this person called me. We was talking. My friend is a promoter, so he was like, "I'm looking for investor." Da 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 da. Cool.
Hmm.
So I go to my friend's house, and I'm like, "Yo, this guy reached out to me. I don't know him. Just
Hmm.
I don't know him, but he's looking for an investor. We have
Right.
a few mutual friends. I've been on the phone with him." She's like, "Call him, let's talk." I was like, "Okay." So we
Mhm.
called him.
Right.
He was trying to get us to invest money to bring an artist. He wouldn't tell us who it is. So
Okay.
how are you asking me for money and you won't even tell me who it is? Then you want me to sign
Right.
paperwork before you even tell me who it is?
Right.
Nah. I may be
No.
a little new, but I'm not that new. So
Right.
then I get a call the next day from my girl. I'm like, she's like, "Do you know where we could bring a B or C list artist to?" I'm like, "Well, I need to know who it is because that
Hmm.
depends upon the demographic of the club." She's
Okay.
like, "Well, I can't tell you." Okay, bye. You call
Right.
me. Bye. You ain't said nothing.
Right. Yeah.
So then, the guy that put the person's name in my ear, I called him Net. I picked up the
Okay.
phone and I called him because he knew the girl too, and he was
Hmm.
like, as soon as he picked up the phone, he was like, "I already know, Angie. I already know." He's like,
Right.
I had words for her, basically. I was like,
Yeah.
"Cool." So then I see a flyer floating around about who he's bringing,
Okay.
right? So I
Hmm.
guess he got an investor, or he's just fake advertising, looking for an investor still. So
Right.
I made one phone call. I know people all over. I made one phone call. I was like, "Is so and so booked for this?" He's
Hmm.
like, "No." He's
Hmm.
or he's like, "Hold on, Mama, you talked to so and so?" I was like, I knew he knew him. I didn't know they was like that. So
Right.
she was like, "No, baby." So then he calls him on the phone. I'm like, "Okay, okay." So he was like, "No, I'm not booked." I was like, "Okay, this is trying to do my add two plus two to make sure it equaled four." So yeah. So and then this promoter was going around saying I steal money. Like he came to an event that I had. He came with somebody else. I was like, "What's he doing here?" Mind you, I'd never met the man before. I've just seen pictures of him on Facebook. So I'm like, so he tells an artist that I'm working with that I stole money from him. Mind you, I've never seen this man. Don't know about him. Like, and you going around because I blocked you from getting money because you tried to play me and my friend. Make it make sense. So then a few years, about a year passed away. I see his name again on a flyer. Only my homeboy, he still there? Screen changed. Only my homeboy, he came in and he was like, he's going on tour with so and so. I'm like, "No, you not. Like, what are you actually doing?" And so then I'm like, "I hope you signed paperwork." Paperwork. He's like, "Yeah, I signed it, but did you read it?" So then he supposedly got sponsorship money for him that he ain't never got paid still to this day. I don't know what happened. So he had sponsorship money, still didn't get paid, whatever. End of the night came, the promoter tried to confront me, and I was in a room by myself. And he was like, "You brought people with you. You didn't pay to get in. I would never disrespect your event like this." I'm like, "For one, nobody was working at your door. For two, I came by myself. For three, we can run these cameras back. And what is your Cash App? Because I ain't no broke bitch. Like, what? So then his little wife come in there, and yeah, it was a big mess.
It was. I'm sorry, I disappeared for a minute.
And then
We
after that, yeah, I didn't know I was still on. I was just talking. So,
I'm glad you was because the internet shut down on me for a minute. That's how I didn't. It got bipolar, light skin bipolar for a minute. So I'm just glad y'all
it's
stayed with me. I'm glad you kept talking. So go
yeah.
ahead.
So needless to say, he never got paid. The host of the show or whatever never got paid. This same promoter that said that I stole money from him. So then here
Okay.
recently, he just had another show. He
Mm-hmm.
had he had like 10 people on the flyer. Only two of the I think two maybe showed up. I don't know because I didn't go
Wow.
obviously.
Mm.
But
Right.
the host didn't get paid, and he
Mm.
made a whole post about it, and they sharing it. It went viral. But
Well,
yeah,
janky promoter. Janky
janky,
promoter, I call
janky
it.
promoters,
That's why I
right?
call them because, and there's not. And look, you have to see them coming a mile away, and sometimes they can be real clever. You don't see it till afterwards,
Oh yeah,
and
facts.
it's just hard to I've even as Lavelle Crawford, who I did a show with one time, very comedy curve. He did a joke that I loved. It was so real. I love being real on stage because the realest shit is the funny shit. He said he gets tired of doing shows for black people sometimes for these janky promoters. He said, because I'm gonna let y'all know off the top, if they be like, hey, let me holler at you for a minute, big guy, it means they ain't got your money. so with that said,
Right.
you got to watch who you're dealing with. That's like I ain't gonna say the person's name because I don't put people out there on my podcast like it. But I will say this: I was doing a show here. Matter of fact, it was here at 21st Germantown, and everybody has to sell advanced tickets to comedians to get their money. I give them so much off the tickets, and I give them so many tickets to sell, and if they sell those, I give them more because I want them to get money, get their money before they even hit the stage to perform. Well, I
Right.
gave this one person his tickets. And he never did sell any tickets. So after I gave him his tickets, I'm gonna say a couple of days or a week later, he's calling me to ask to borrow money. Now, let me just say this. I don't even know this comedian. Matter of fact, he was turned on to me through somebody else. And he's gonna call and ask to borrow some money from me. So being the person that I am, Angie B, I went and lent him. It wasn't too much. Went and lent it to him. He kept him, I'll pay you back, I'll
Mhm.
pay you back. He never paid me back and didn't even show up for the show. Now, I'm
Oh
gonna see
wow.
him again right here in Louisville. I'm gonna
Oh
see him
yeah.
again. He's
And they
always on
probably
some
gonna
crazy
need you.
show.
They
Yeah,
gonna
it's
need
just
you.
crazy. Right. So he's always doing shows here. I'm not gonna put his name out. He's always doing shows with people I even know. I'm gonna see him again, but when I do, I'm not mad at him because I feel like his ain't. This is the way I look at it. Okay, you got me, but karma's gonna bite you. And if then you needed that
Hmm.
money more than I needed it, and that's fine. That's fine. So I'm still cool. I'm just gonna let them know ain't no love lost, everything, and you know how the situation went down, and I'm still cool with him. I'll hug him or whatever because I don't get mad about it because it wasn't but a little bit of money. I ain't mad about it.
That's the
But he
same way I
knows. No
am.
one's half the battle. You know what I'm saying? They know. So as long as they know, it'll come back on. I ain't worried about
Because I do I do services for artists and things like that, and
it.
there's been artists that ask me for services, and then they're like, "Oh, I got you." They don't want to pay me. Cool. I ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Right.
I ain't gonna talk bad about you. I ain't gonna do none of that. Because at the end of the day, you could end up calling me, and you
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna up my price. I'm just gonna
Yep.
up my price, and this time you're
Yeah.
gonna pay me before I do my work. And you know
Yeah.
what? No matter what type of work I do, no matter what type of work I do, there's a contract involved. No matter if it's a free service or not, because that's what's going to protect my name and my image at the end of the
And
day.
that's
And
right.
at
And
the
that's
end
what
of the
you
day,
should do.
ain't nobody else going to look out for me like me.
Right. And that's true. And that's why having it in black and white, it protects you and your image and your brand and everything. And that's the way you should do it. Only reason I don't have a contract on the show because like I said, I didn't know this comedian too well. I feel like if I'm giving you opportunity, you ain't gonna mess that up. And I feel like you want that money. With that said,
Right.
but for him to do that, I'm like, and look, if you just needed some money, so be it. Why don't you just tell me? But he don't know I'm that type of person because he didn't really know me. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing that really
Mhm.
got me that he don't know. I could have screenshot everything he said and everything he was gonna do and put him on
And
blast on social
blasted them.
media, but I didn't. I could have, but
Yeah.
I didn't. So I said, don't
Yeah.
do it. Yeah. So, but they don't realize once you text somebody, or you talk to somebody, hey, bro, I got screenshots. You be careful what you say and what you do with these.
Receipts all day.
Right.
Receipts all day. You
Receipts.
change
Yeah.
numbers. You change numbers, I change your name in my phone. So that way I got your old number and your new number. I got somebody in my phone right now. He got 6 names because I was like, where the fuck is his number? I could not find his number today. I literally
Right.
had texted his cousin looking for his number. Like, where's his number at? And I was like,
Yeah.
they sent it to me and I clicked on it. It said what it was.
You know what? I'm gonna put you on a spot, a light spot here on the podcast. I ask this question every now and then to my guests. Some people don't know about you. There's something. It can be certain foods, drinks, or some. Some people don't know about you. Give some so they don't know about you because a lot of times we just see and hear people. But what if some people don't know about you? Something you like?
I don't know. That's because
You,
there's a lot people don't know about me. Huh?
it's something. Anything you could tell them that they don't know about you. I mean, I guess I put it like that. Something you could tell them that they don't know about you. Because everybody, you don't want to tell them about everything about you because they really have you out there. But
Right.
yeah.
I have 3 kids and a grandchild.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. And you single, right?
Yes.
She said yes. She said yes. And
Yes.
that's a whole nother story too. I know being single and with the way the world is now,
A
these dating sites.
situationship. Nah. Who knows at this point? Single taken a situation. Who knows?
Right.
But there's no ring on the
Yeah.
finger.
Yeah. But
Period.
yeah.
Nah.
I mean, but it's hard. I tell people, it's hard. I'm married now, but it's hard, I'm sure, for single people to be dating her in 2025 because of everything that's so transparent, so open out there, social
Oh my
media.
god.
It's so hard. I know. And these dating sites, you can't trust nobody. They got a picture like this, and he don't look nothing like that when you see him. So I'm just, it's just so hard. It's
And
so much.
that's one thing. That's one thing that I get. They're like, "Oh, you really look like. Oh, you really are you." I'm like,
Right.
"Yeah." Like I don't. I use minimal filters. I don't like filters on pictures for real. Like, because you can tell it's fake. Like your skin
Right.
is not that smooth. I know you in real life. Your lashes are not that thick.
So as you do,
Like
Lord.
no.
Yeah.
And I do Photoshop, so I can really
Okay.
tell if it's filtered or not. Like, because
Right.
I do
Right.
Photoshop, like I do graphics, so I pay
Oh,
attention to stuff. And like, if you zoom in, like you can tell, like the pixelization is different on the
right.
picture.
It is
Yeah,
so.
and especially when they Photoshop and put filters on kids. Kids don't need filters.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then
I
your
just know.
man sitting next to you, and he's got on lashes too, because you would have put lashes on your filter. So that he got lashes too.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
what?
it is. It is hard being single out here. And then let me say this too: it's hard being in a relationship and marriage too. That's hard too because let me go. I was, you know, they Ollie's in a. I ain't gonna say he's the first one to start it because I'm sure it started a while back, but he's probably one of the most outspoken ones about this. Um, Chris Brown's meet and greets, and when these
Mm,
married, whether you're in a relationship, America, whatever, they go to these concerts and afterwards they got this meet and greet, and then you got the person's wife or lady saying, "Hey, I want to take a picture with him." And I'm like, shit, for $500, you better go take a picture with a CD at home. You ain't taking no Pornhub pic with that motherfucker.
right.
so I'm just, and that's why I said, what man wants to let his woman take a pic with Chris Brown and Chris Brown? And I know you've seen some of these pics on social media he takes with these women. Oh my God. And that's why I'm like, oh, a man sitting over here like, this is some bullshit. So,
So would
yeah.
you let your wife? Would you mind if your wife went and took a picture with Chris Brown?
You know what? Funny you say that. I'm talking about that on stage. You know what? I would let her, but that'd be the last pic she take with somebody, and let her on because I don't know if she's coming home to my house. She'd be going with Chris Brown. I'm gonna be filing for alimony. nah, I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't know. But I
I
probably
don't
so
think
because
I would.
well, the reason why I say it is because it's like, let's say we married. I know my wife, she wouldn't go for all that shenanigans. She'd tell Chris, hey, hold up, Chris. No, you ain't doing all these shenanigans, grab me by the booty and all that. So it just depends. It depends on, like I said, how your wife is, and I'm sure if you take a picture with Chris Brown, you gonna let him grab on you, parts of your body he ain't supposed to be grabbing on. So some women be
I
like,
mean,
"Nah,
it's
hold
a
up, Chris, I
once
just
in
want
a
a picture."
lifetime thing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a once in a lifetime thing. It's not like she's gonna call him the next day. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like, it's not
Yeah,
like he's accessible to her. So,
that's true.
like, I, she would probably let you go meet the woman, like an actress or something that you've had your lifetime crush on, and you got this one chance to go take a picture with her and do a meet and greet. You know,
Right. I mean, it goes both ways because she
you
let
think
me
she
take a
let
picture of
you?
Beyonce. Yeah, it can go both ways. It can go both ways.
I
You know,
mean, it's
she.
respect. It's all about communication and respect about your
That's
significant
right.
other and
Yeah,
trust.
because
That's
she's
all
going
it
home with
is.
me. She's going home with me, so that's all that
Right.
matters. So it's my wife. So I get what you said, but I just know that some of them pictures. Oh my God, I know you see them on social. I'm like, hey, just doing too much. Get a room. Instead of greet me, it turns to
Right.
Motel 6 greet me. I mean, get a room. It is. But that said, too, I'm almost about through with this podcast. I just know that, being in entertainment, my phone's ringing. I don't want to talk to them. Somebody I don't want to talk to. But anyway, being in entertainment, being promoted, and I know you wear a lot of different hats and everything. So it's just a matter of, like I said, having that mutual understanding. And then if you're going to do business, do it with a contract because you got to hold people
Contracts,
accountable.
paperwork,
Paperwork, yeah. And if they don't
paperwork.
want to do that, most times it means they some shady people. If
They
they don't want to,
janky.
they don't want to sign the
And
receipt.
read your contract. Read your contract. Have two or three different people read your contract. And there are
Right,
music lawyers out here. There's free services for music artists out here. They just got to do their research because there's organizations out here that provide these services. Like there's grants out here. They just got to get their business side of things in order. Um, when they go to the studio, whoever pays for the studio session owns that master of that song.
right.
Make sure you get your beats, get
Yeah,
exclusive beats, not YouTube beats. Like we can't play YouTube beats on the air. Everybody and their mama has that beat.
right.
Like no,
And
be original.
that's why I want to ask you. So if somebody's first starting off, let's say it's my first time being in entertainment, I'm a rapper. What advice would you give them out there just starting off? Because you just kind of gave them some, I know, but that's just pretty much it. Just making sure your
Yeah.
content, just starting off.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have a 9 to 5. You got to have some way to support your career. So I'm not going to say
Okay.
you can't work, just focus on music. Because, like we were talking about earlier, Rihanna has a whole nother business, Fenty. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? She has a makeup line. She
right.
has, look at how many artists have, other joint
Hustle,
ventures. Look at
I'll hustle.
Shaq. He's not, yeah, look at Shaq. He doesn't just play basketball, he's a
Right.
sports analyst. He's got a clothing line. He owns restaurants. Like he does more than just being a sports analyst or whatever, or NBA player.
Yep.
Like merch sells, CDs are still selling.
Right.
When you go out to these clubs, take something physical that one can touch, whether it's a business card, a USB flash drive to give to the DJ so he'll have your music and he can listen to it later, not in the middle of
Right.
a set. Buy him a drink, find out what he's drinking, buy him a drink. So then he might remember you.
Yes. Yeah,
Like
there you go.
it's all about respect and communication, learning how to communicate. Don't just drop your link in somebody's inbox. We're not going to listen to your music. Do not
Right.
just send me your music. I am not going to
Right.
listen to it. I
Right.
provide services. I can get you on a Zoom call and you can have a whole music review with over 30 people with DJs in every coalition that are all around the world and even overseas. Well, I guess
Mhm.
overseas is around the world. So, yeah,
Right.
like
Um,
we provide these services. I'm not going to take my free time. You don't react to my post. You don't comment
Right.
on my post. You
Hmm.
haven't shared a post. I don't know who you are.
Right.
Like, and I click on your bio. Your bio just shows you sitting there posted up with your homeboy. Like, I can't even tell you're an artist on your page.
Right.
Like, have your contact, you have your bio filled out. That is minimal stuff that you can do yourself that is free. Learn how to write an email. Learn how to write a letter. Learn how to communicate. Yo, check
Yeah,
this. That's
right.
not how you communicate with an executive.
Be
If you want a
professional.
deal, like if you want me to work with you, you got to put in the same more work than what I do. And I
Right.
work hard.
Yeah, and but that's the professional because see, you work hard, and I know you probably feel like, and I feel like it's too sometimes, just being a stand-up comedian. If I'm asking you to be on my show or whatever it is, or podcast, whatever it is, and you probably feel the same way I do. I'm the type of person. I'm always hustling, working hard. I at least want that person at least have half of the work I have, the work hustle I have, because it's all about the hustle and promoting your brand. If you got a brand out there, I tell people. Matter of fact, I'm trying to. I got something up my sleeve right now, and I'm just gonna keep to myself. Some with my brand that I'm about ready to pop out on, and it's very amazing. So I tell people, but you got to be willing to work on your brand to be who you are. You can't expect. It's nothing doesn't matter with the promoter or the person helping you, but work on yourself because you got to do it yourself. You got to show self initiative. You got to show hustle. You got to show brand. You got to show love to yourself that you want this. You can't just sit back on your laurels about okay, I'm done. I'll let them do all this. No, you got to want it. And if you want it, that person who's helping you will help you even more if you're showing you want it. So and a lot of these people nowadays when they first start out, young or old, they just their perception's wrong about it. They realize, oh, this is harder than what I thought it was. Yes, yes, yes. You got to put in work or just step aside because it's not easy. Good
And a manager is not an investor. I repeat, a manager is not
point.
an investor. Yes, they
Good
will
point.
probably invest in you because they like you, but they
Right,
don't have to. You have to invest in yourself, your time,
right,
your money, your energy. You have to treat this like it's your second job, like it's an actual 9 to 5. You should be
right.
putting in 8 hours of work in your artistry, whether it's writing, networking, um,
Yep.
just learning about the business. You should put in 6 to 8 hours a day if you want to take it serious.
Yeah. Now but you exactly right because I've always been my own manager. I'm the manager and the promoter. But you're right though.
No.
You have to. You have to have that stride, that love for it to get there. And it's not going to always be easy because I was talking to this person the other day about they were talking about how one or two doors are shut on them as far as an opportunity. I said, guess what? The one or two doors open, it's nothing. I said it just means another door waiting to open for you. I said, if
Yeah,
you
with
if you
bigger and
get
better
discouraged with one
things.
or two doors open, you ain't gonna make it in this business. It just means
Mm-mm.
another door's waiting to open for you, but you have to go
Yeah.
get it. It ain't gonna come to you. You gotta go get it. I'm gonna say it again.
Right.
So a lot of
So
people
I
just
have.
go ahead.
Oh well, yeah, cause like my homeboy, I was talking to him, and he got this lady on the phone. She she's the one that put me with Empire Distribution. So we
Okay.
just became friends. Like we talked on the phone once. We followed each other on social media. She just saw how I grinded. She was like, she called me. She called me on the phone. She was like, "Do you want Empire Distribution?" I'm like,
Mhm.
"What? What am I gonna do with that?" Because
Right.
I'm don't do music. Like I'm not an artist. She's like, "Start your label." So that's where Rich Entertainment came from. That's when I started the label, and now we
Well,
have I have Friday Night Live, the indie showcase for indie artists. We do that once a month. We just
right.
had an award show last month.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I work with a lot of different promoters, artists, comedians. I work with everybody. Like
Yeah, I see it.
I do
Yeah.
brand. Uh, I do branding. So like, if you have a product or merchandise and you need help branding it, I can help brand it, market it, whatever you need. Like I do
Yeah.
pitch decks.
You just wear a lot of hats. You wear a lot of hats. I'm over here
What
sweating
I'm
thinking
a
about
one.
all the jobs you do.
I'm literally a one-stop shop for an
Wow.
entrepreneur.
But that's good because
I'm a
guess what?
one-stop shop.
Right, but guess what? Just like that distribution door open up for you, it'd be doors that open up for you. You'd be like, do you even know? Just open up for you, boom, and you just grab it. Okay, I can do this, boom. So the
Yeah,
doors
and
open up.
then random people, like I have artists, like mainstream artists, they'll will DM me a phone number. I'm like, who's this? And
Right,
like it was Sauce Walker's brother. He's like, here, he's stopping through the city, hit him up. I was like,
right.
cool. So now I'm with Sauce Walker's brother. Like I got pictures of him. He gave me a whole drop. They was on
Right.
tour. So he's like, I'll give you a drop. He's like, but I gotta so he gave me a drop after they were finished with their show and they got to their next destination. I think they was in California somewhere and they was
Right.
outside and gave me a video drop. So like I'm intertwined with a lot of different like BMF. Like I'm cool with them. Like
Right.
the BMF original members.
Right.
I got a whole drop from him. He actually, I met him one night on Derby. He helped me put on my shoe in the car while I was sitting in the car putting on my shoes. And
Right.
him and his friend came over and talked to me and my friend, and they're like, we're BMF members." I was like, "But he really is like." Because I've been to Atlanta, I've met other BMF members, and they're like, "Yeah,
Right.
they all know each other."
That's
So
just amazing because it's amazing how, like I said, you in this business you're gonna you run to people, you meet people, you just never know. That's why you never know what door might open up for you. So stay humble and keep doing what you're doing. So before we get out of here, and I know people are gonna be watching this, and I'm glad that people are watching it. Not only the people in City of Louisville, but wherever you're watching it, let them know how they can get in contact with you because you got your hands on a lot of different job titles, and that's because you are a grander and you're trying to get somewhere with what you're doing, and you love doing what you're doing. You wouldn't be doing it. So, but let them know how they can get in contact with you
right.
for social media wise, not your personal phone number, because you got some damn people out here that are stalkers, got license to stalk. So, so just let them know.
Right.
Just let them know how they can get in contact with you on via social media or whatever type of email or something.
So my IG is Angie B Hustlin. TikTok Angie B Hustlin. Facebook is just Angie. Rich ENT R.I.C.H.ENT or
Right.
Friday Night Live Showcase. Any of those will do.
Okay.
Angie
Okay.
B Hustlin at gmail.com. So
Right.
yeah,
And
that's it.
also, if you want to get in contact with it, if you didn't catch none of that, just contact the big head light skin comedian. I got you. I'll definitely get
Yeah,
you over to it. Just
I might
contact
promote
me.
him to my manager.
Yeah,
I might promote you to my manager.
I'm
So
willing. I'm willing to do
I
it because I got the physicality. I look like I'm gonna do something, but I ain't gonna hurt nobody. Not so, but I definitely would because I just love. Let me just say this real quick before we get. I love being doing what I do as far as entertainment and doing this podcast. I love it because it's just something that's
yeah,
always
I
been
like
bred in
seeing
me. So I
I
just
like
love it.
seeing people doing what they love to do, make
Yeah,
people happy. Like music
yeah,
reaches everybody. Like
it
one
sure
song
does.
can literally change someone's life.
Yeah,
So, you know.
it does.
Um
And
oh, I
what's
was
up?
with I was with Afro Man last night. Can y'all
Okay,
see
I
me?
seen it. I
Which
think I
one's
seen the
my
picture that on social media. You put some pics on your page.
Yeah, so I was with Afro Man last night. Man,
Hmm.
he is one funny guy, man.
Good.
We had an
Yeah.
amazing time.
I've never seen
Um,
him perform, but I'm sure he is. So if you said
yeah.
he is, because yeah.
We went to a group of us had went to Waffle House. What was
Okay.
another guy and another woman, and he was like, "I guess you're my girlfriend tonight, Angie." So we were sitting there at Waffle House eating,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
the like people kept looking because he was dressed like when after he performed, so he
Hmm.
was dressed in his button up shirt and slacks, and everybody kept looking. They're like, "Is that Afro Man?" They thought it wasn't really him, and then when a girl finally had came up, she's like, "Hey, Afro Man," and she took his picture. And then everybody's like, "That's Afro Man." You heard everybody whispering, but
Hmm.
yeah, it was funny.
That's
So met
good.
Afro Man, smoked with Afro Man last night. And then we also do Zoom calls once a week, every Wednesday. We do music review calls. I'm on the phone, like I said, with 30 plus people. We had Snoop Dogg on the phone another few weeks ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Maya, the singer Maya, she was on there on one of our
Okay.
calls. So, I
Hmm.
mean, the people in my network is just very, very extensive. And you never know who knows me. My name's being spoken in rooms that I'm not even in.
That's
So,
great.
yeah, I get
Yeah.
calls. I got a text from actually, T. Ray Davis,
Yeah.
comedian.
Yeah. I met him
Yeah.
before. Yeah. D. Ray
Yeah.
Davis. Yeah. D. Ray. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
met him
So he's
before.
looking for me to help promote him. So
Right.
yeah, we can talk. Maybe y'all could link up and do a show or something.
Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely going to get with you on that because I've rubbed elbows with a lot of them. Lavelle Crawford. I just go down a list of them. I just always, because I've been in this business for a while, and it's what it's what I do. I just love doing stand up, and a lot of younger comedians. Here's what I do. If you want some advice, I give it to you, but I'm not going to give it to you unless you want it because I'm not wasting my time and breath and telling you something. You're going to do just the opposite. So I tell people all the time, if you
Right.
want my advice, I give you some advice as far as, on your set or whatever, something in entertainment as far as with stand up. I have no problem giving it to you because somebody gave me the knowledge and I had to listen and make changes among myself that was best for me. So I tell people you have to have open ears before open eyes. And that's what I always
Right.
tell myself. I have open ears, not open eyes. So, and that's what keeps what's between my ears strong. So when I'm on stage, I know who I am. So, but I'd say this. I really appreciate you being a guest. I'm going
Oh,
to cut
sorry.
this because I know. No, you go ahead. You had something else to say? Go ahead. You got
No,
something
no,
else?
we can. No, no, I'm done.
Okay. Because I know you got some stories because you've been doing this for a while. But let me
Oh
say this.
man,
I know you do. I know you do.
you've been trying to get me on the show for a minute too.
Oh, I've been trying to get you on the show before it started. But also, but I finally got you here, and
Right.
I'm glad to have you here because I know the type of brand you are. And that's like I said, I just read your bio of all the stuff you got hands on, and that tells me right there what type of. I've been wanting you on here because I know what you're doing, just being Angie B, not only in this city but also out of this city. So, but I want to say, keep doing what you're doing because you ain't doing nothing but shining, queen. Just keep doing what you're doing, and remember this and nothing else.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just keep shining because look, but among all that, people are always going to talk, whether you're doing good or bad. So don't pay attention when nobody say
All
social media
right.
wins or nothing. You just keep being
Oh
Angie
no.
B,
Mm-mm.
and it will pay off. I'm just letting you know because a lot of times we sometimes get caught up listening to something, that we don't need to be listening to. So stay focused on being Angie B, which you are doing, which I know you're going to do. But I just had to throw it out there to you because that's just part of being in entertainment. You're always going to hear this and that. That's just part of it. So just stay focused on
Mhm.
who you are
Yeah, I got
and
a
who you
strong
want to be.
circle, so
Yeah,
I got strong circle. It seems like they call me anytime something like they have a third sense. They feel when something is going on in my life that is wrong or that
right,
someone that I'm listening to somebody else and they give me a call and that's one call is all I need. I got
right.
two or
That's
three
it.
people that call me. Or like
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
post something on Facebook and they're like, Angie, what are you going through? Because this ain't like you. Like, what are you really going through? They'll be like, go
Yeah, I
ahead and
really, I
delete
really
that.
appreciate you. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm still gonna take care of it if you ever get back. Man, thank you for the flyer. I'm thanking
You're
you on the
welcome.
podcast. Thank you, and I got you. I keep telling you that. And if you do need me for a comedy show, whatever, don't hesitate to call me. As long as I'm getting something. That's pretty much it. But with that said, thank you so much for being a guest on this podcast. You was a great guest. I've been trying for the longest. And you just keep doing what you're doing. You keep shining, Queen. Everything's gonna fall right into place because of all the rooms and the people you're rubbing elbows with. And I appreciate what you're doing for yourself as well as for this city. So you just keep doing what you're doing, and everything doors open up for you. And really appreciate it. So thank you so much for being a guest on this podcast, Queen. I really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much, and you have a good night.
You too, and enjoy your night. Enjoy that show too. What's the name of that show? You great.
Yeah, it's Slapfest Fat Boy 20 2025 edition. So basically, it's a indie artist showcase. We do have Bone the Mac, which is
okay.
my homeboy. He's got that song called Homegirl. It's a
Okay.
little explicit, so I'm not gonna
Where's
say the
it at tonight?
lyrics.
Where's it at tonight? You can tell the people where it's
That's
at
over
tonight.
yeah, it's over in Indiana. At the Rustic Frog. They renamed Rustic Frog to the Frog. And it's no longer a strip club.
I
It's
know
now
about the
just a
rustic
regular
frog.
club.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what
So
type of rustic frog
they've
that was.
remodeled
Yeah,
they've remodeled it. So they got the
right.
pool table inside still. They still got the backyard. Everybody's outside right now. They got the bonfire going, food going.
So is
So
it
a
an
lot of
entry
live
fee?
music going.
Right. Well, great. How is it?
It's
How much
I
is
think it's
admission?
$20. $20
Okay.
at the door, and must have your ID. You must be 21.
All right. There y'all have. You got to be 21.
And
You
we're
must have
open
your
at
ID.
3 a.m. 3
Open till
a.m.
3 a.m. Right. So y'all go over and enjoy yourself, and have a great time and some enjoyment, great drinks and great food over there. So thank you again for being a guest on here.
And I'll be there.
Really appreciate it.
I'll be there.
Yeah. And Angie will be there. I know you'll be there. I know you'll be there with your smile. So just keep
Right.
doing what you're doing, and I enjoyed it. And I'll definitely be in contact with you. So just keep doing what you're doing, and thank you so much for being on this podcast. And don't make it be the last time you're on this podcast. I will come back to you. So I'm just saying
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Much love to you. Much love to
I
you.
got you. Thank you.
Okay, then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, it was Angie B being a guest here on the BHLC podcast. She's just a great person, great queen, doing big things here in Louisville and other states. Let me put this out here. I'm down here, like I said, 21st Germantown, 1481 South Shelby Street, and they also have going on tonight. I'm going to read the flyer if I can ever get my phone going here, because there's been some internet problems today. Seems like it's all around the city been internet problems. So, but okay, what they got going on here tonight is called a Fort Hill Takeover tonight from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. $5 donation. Proceeds go to Fort Hill Day, which is 9/20, which is next Saturday. Karaoke with Fort Hill's own Erica Jones, DJ Fig jamming on the dance floor. I was going to say DJ Fag. Oh my God, he'd kill me. But anyway, drink specials, Fort Hill fruit punch, $5, and the kitchen's open with great food and drinks right at 21st Germantown. You got to be 21 and over and just come down here and enjoy yourself. $5 donation. They got, like I said, great food and great music. Also, make sure you come see me, the one and only Big Head Light Skin comedian, at the Louisville Comedy Club this Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Y'all come check me out. It's free to get in. Also, too, subscribe to this podcast. Share it. I'm on Spotify. I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook Live when it goes live. So I really appreciate y'all tuning in on this podcast. And like I said, again, thank you. Thanking my guest again, Angie B, for being a guest on this podcast. And let me just say this before I sign off. A lot of people, I know there's been a lot of things going on in the world, a lot of killings and different things going on. But at the end of the day, we are human beings. We're not colors. We're not shapes. We're not sizes. We're just human beings. So quit looking at people in other ways. They ain't nothing but a human being. I know we got different heritage and cultures. I get all that. But first and foremost, we're a human being. Embrace that human being and show love. That's the most important thing. Treat a person like a human being and not like the way you want to, especially if you're looking at them as like they're a certain color, because I'm colorblind. I believe in a person's human being first and foremost. So let's just do that and show more love in this world and make this place a better place. I'm the one and only Big Head Light Skin comedian. Thank you for tuning into this podcast, the BHLC podcast. My next podcast is October 11th. I have a great guest then. I want to thank you again for tuning in. Have a great Saturday. Much love to you. And come on down here to 21st Germantown and support what they're doing down here. Y'all enjoy your rest of your Saturday evening. Much love.